understand the next component, flash to subject distance, we need to talk about the inverse square law. The inverse square law states that an object that is twice the distance from the point source of illumination will receive 1/4 of the illumination. So what does that mean to you? What does it mean to me? Every time that the distance doubles between your subject and your light, you lose, count them, 2 stops of light. Let's take a quick look at what I mean. A while back, I was shooting a rock and roll music band in a parking garage. To use as an example of how to use the inverse square law to your advantage. Let's take a look. I've set up a single speed light to demonstrate the practical application of the inverse square law. If I were to meter 2 feet away from my light source, it would require my camera to be set at f/22 in order to be properly exposed at that distance. If I doubled the distance to 4 feet, I would lose 2 stops of light. My camera would now need to be set at f/11 to be exposed properly. Let's double it again to 8 feet, and now our camera would need to be set at 5.6. Again, 2 stops less than it was at 4 feet. What I want you to notice is the distance between the stops of light is getting larger. Let's bring in our band and try to expose the group correctly at 2 feet from our light source. What we notice right away is the person in the front is properly exposed, but the person in the back is underexposed by more than 2 stops. One way we can try to fix that is just to scrunch everybody up. This tends to make people feel a little uncomfortable and a little awkward. Knowing what we know about the inverse square law, would it not be easier just to move them back where the light may be less, but the distance between stops is greater? Notice, in the final shot, there's less than a half a stop difference between the closest band member and the furthest. What's cool about all of this is you can almost think of light as having depth of field. The closer you get to your light source, the narrower the depth of consistent light. Conversely, the further you get away from the source of light, the larger of an area of even exposure. Light that is close falls off much quicker than light that's further away. Simpler way to take advantage of flash to subject distance is to move the light closer if you want to add light, and just move it back if you want to take light away. Remember, when working close to a subject, moving a light just 6 inches could amount to a whole 1 stop of light. It doesn't take much, only a little bit. Again, flash to subject distance is just another option we have for controlling flash exposure.
We want to welcome you to our YouTube channel. That's right, the Panoptic Chopstick channel, where we are bringing fun to photography.
Hey, we want to invite you each week to join us on Tuesday, where we put out a new episode of our Panoptic Chopstick show, where we will give you tips, tricks, interviews with photographers, we'll give you DIY projects to do on your own, and maybe even inspire you a bit.
That's right, including always a little dash of fun. So we want to invite you to go ahead and subscribe and like our channel, where you will get notified every Tuesday of brand new episodes. But welcome to the Panoptic Chopsticks channel.
Come join the fun.